Okay, everyone. I don't know how good I'm going to be at doing this, but I thought that I would give you a little bit of idea of where and how I live. This is the rental that I live at. I live on the right side. It's a double. I'd like to have a house here in the future. I'm working on it. This is my car that I've been driving for the last, I guess probably about the last 4 years, something like that. And it's a 93 Chrysler LeBaron. And it's not exactly me, but that's what I drive, and it gets me from point A to point B. And now we're going to take you inside the house. I need to get some plants. That's actually a friend of mine's plant. It's dying, I think. She's supposed to come over and pick it up. And the lawn is just now starting to get green. It was very snowy here about a month ago. We got hit with a storm that was very unusual for this area, this part of the country. Okay, so now we're going inside of Dave's place. And this is it. This is my little habitat, my little nest. And this is this chair here was actually donated to me by a pastor that I moved there, year before last. And this past summer I bought this table, and this table here, and the other end table. I bought that all as a set. And I still have the same couch. I've had the same couch for about, I guess better than 6 years now. I'd like to get something different. It's awful heavy. It's a hideaway, but I don't know. I don't seem to be getting in a hurry to get rid of it. I would like to get something else so that I could have more room to seat people. I would like to get a sectional that goes there to back there, so I could have more people over. And I don't really have very many people over most of the time, but it's an attempt to have more people over to get me out of being a loner, I guess. And then I've got some pictures. Of course, I'm into aviation, and so I've got some pictures. They came from a place called the Commemorative Air Force. And then this has always been a favorite of mine. Everybody recognizes that classic. It's called Kissing the War Goodbye. And rather than placing a gladiator or I don't know, something that has to do with hunting or something, or that's what Dave picked out. So I don't know. I guess that's me. I don't have any lamps. I have this big tall lamp. I need to get some lamps for my tables. I went to go look at some one day, but I just didn't find anything that I liked. And my place is usually cluttered with a lot of books. I spend a lot of time reading. I love reading. I only wish that I would have done a lot more of it and been more teachable when I was younger. But I love to do a lot of reading. Lots of reading and research on hidden agendas behind the curtain in today's world, or secret societies, that sort of thing, prophecy, and anything to do with the Bible. And I have a lot of books up here, a lot of stuff on aviation, a lot of stuff on philosophy, spiritual stuff. And then I've got actually I'm behind on a lot of books. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to read. Mathematics, history, just a lot of different interests. A lot of magazines down there. And this contraption that you're looking at right here is called an elliptical trainer. I was saving up all my money for flying, but that hasn't been working out very well here. I'm just scheduling conflicts and that sort of thing. So I decided if I was going to be spending time in here watching the TV, I might as well be getting in shape. So that plan there is about 3 weeks old. And so that's what I have. And then I've got on one side I have movies that have to do with Christianity, and then on this side I've got a lot of aviation stuff. Most of them are documentaries, that sort of thing. And then some DVDs that I use for my private pilot training. And the piece that supports the table that supports the TV there, I put that table together along with the two what are supposed to be bookshelves. And anyways, that's the front room, and I've got more airplanes up on the wall, which is a definite sign that I'm still single. So a lot of reflection from off of the front room window. That's a B-17 bomber. And here's the kitchen. These two chairs are part of an 8-chair table and chairs, or 8-piece table and chairs, I should say. This chair right here, this table right here opens up, and there's a big piece in the middle of it, so it becomes a bigger table, and you can actually see 8 people. These are like bar stool type chairs. They sit pretty high. It's another little part of my plan to be able to have more people over here more often. I have a lot of friends, and I go over to their houses, but I haven't really invited a whole lot of people over here. I used to have this little bitty table over here that I had about the same time that I picked up that couch. Used to sit right there by the wall. I had 2 little ugly, pathetic looking little chairs, and it was a glass table. And well, if anybody you remember Tuco and Tootsie, they've been given up for adoption, but they always remain dear to my heart. They're in there. There's a couple girls that are my best friend's girls, and they just put this refrigerator in here just recently because the other one was making a lot of noise. And I still have a coffee addiction I'm trying to quit. And there's my sink, and that's my kitchen. Nothing special here. So now we're gonna walk in here, and this is the bathroom. We probably don't need to spend much time here. Just to give you a little idea of how Dave lives and what my life is like. Oh, there was me. And then this is my bedroom. It's not a very glamorous looking setup on my bed, but it's very comfortable. And I bought that headboard along with that table, and there's no lamp there. That's my reading light. And a dresser with another dresser. And place probably needs a woman's touch. And of course we have a couple more airplanes up here. That's a little group that I belong to called the Commemorative Air Force. And then this actually belongs over here. Another airplane. That's actually called a Beech 18. And this here is called a DC-3. That one belonged to 76 before they became Truck Stops of America. And it's my little wings that I got from the group I belong to. And I've got the hat. Anyways, nothing spectacular here. And then we're going to go into the last room. Here's the truck that I drive. Let's see if we can put some light on it. Going to be a little bit of reflection here. Actually, that's the truck that I drove last year. The newer one, I have it is in the shop, and we just got done doing the floor entirely. And I have pictures of my family, waiting for Mom to send me more pictures. I've actually got another picture in the family over there at that far table. I didn't show you that one. And those are some other friends of mine, John and Krista, and their beautiful children. And I've kind of got my music going on in the background here. See if I can turn it down a little bit. I don't know how loud it is. And this equipment that you see on my desk is for my flight simulator, for my aviation training. It's got a switch panel up there on top. It's got the navigation radios, and there's an autopilot that's turned. That's also in there on the bottom one. And this is called a throttle quadrant. black one here is for your throttle. This here is for what's called the prop feather. You won't know what that's about. And this is for the fuel mixture. And this is my yoke. And down here I've got what are called rudder pedals. These are all the basics that have to be in an airplane to make it fly. And there's a picture of the runway on the screen at runway 35 where I train at in Spinks Airport in Fort Worth, Texas. And some more stuff on top. There's a big giant map of the world. These little deals here, I'm actually mapping out the what was called Operation Bolero, where they ferried all the aircrafts over there to Europe during World War II because they were being blown out of the water over here by Hitler's U-boats. So then the idea was to take them from the United States up through Canada, Greenland, Iceland, and on over there to Europe. Anyways, that's probably not a very good demonstration, but give you a little bit of what goes on in my life. And there's a big cabinet that actually somebody gave up, and it really works good. It's got the newer, updated filing system in there. And I've got a little board up here that I use for keep track of what I need to buy, what I need to do. I try to stay pretty organized. Got another one back here for a monthly planner that I haven't put up yet. I'm starting to run out of room. But anyways, this is a place where I either study aviation or I spend a lot of time listening to different sermons and prophecy and about the Bible and how we got to where we're at today and where we're going, that sort of thing. And spend a lot of time here. And there's my weights. If I had another room, I'd probably set all that stuff up, but we're setting it up mainly over there at the truck depot right now. My partner and I probably need to deliver that stuff over there, and because I don't really use it here. But anyways, okay, that's the end of that's going to be the end of this video. And there's a picture of Grandma, and have a picture of beautiful pictures here. Oh, this is kind of a lot of reflection there. There's one of my mother and Jane and my sister Janie. It's a lot of reflection there. Like I said, I'm not able to get a very good angle there, but anyways, I tried to pick up some nice frames for the both of them. And I have another one that I have a picture there of my family. Okay, like I said, it's not going to do much good to be able to show you spend much time looking at it. There's a lot of reflection. There's one of my son and my other son, and I'm going to get a frame for that one. And I don't have one of Morgan right now. There is one of Morgan on this other picture here. She's over there. That's her. I need to get another one. There's a lot of things I need to do, but like everybody else, I'm consumed with all the hours of the working day, I guess. Anyways, that's Dave's place, and I won't show you the backyard. There's really nothing much to look at back there, but I'm going to close this video for now. You've got a taste of Dave's place, so this is Dave signing off.